girls are hip, I really dig those styles they wear. And the Arcadia girls with the way they talk, they knock me out when I'm down there. The Arcadia farmers' daughters really make you feel alright. And Arcadia girls with the way they kiss, they keep their boyfriends warm at night. I wish they all could be Arcadia. I wish they all could be Arcadia. I wish they all could be Arcadia girls. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake. This channel is called Jake of All Trades, and today I am participating in the unfair game by obliging Arcadia Girl. And if you guys watched my reaction from last week, Arcadia Girl wasn't even on like the top of the list of Band-Maid songs. Like there was Unfair Game and Awkward and Take Me Higher and Fate, which I did last week because it was pushed over the top. And so looks like the Unfair Game has engaged and BM for Life put up a number of votes. He has placed 52 votes for for Arcadia Girl. So it took it from like not even in the contention for this week's reaction to all the way to the top. And as I mentioned, that I've been making allusions to this being an unfair game, and because of that, I decided to go back to what I was doing before, where it's like, okay, if someone was hyper commenting, I would also kind of take the highest level of natural votes and do that alongside this. So, as you may have guessed, based on my allusions, Unfair Game is the other feature for today, which had 50 votes, and Arcadia Girl is currently at 70. BM for Life has been adding a steady stream of votes every single day. So, like, one day it's a set of song lyrics, another day it's Shakespeare quotes, another day it's movie quotes, replacing or inserting Arcadia Girl in there, so I've been appreciating the cleverness of those. I am going to be reacting to Arcadia Girl and doing P&D Squared's photo collage, as is custom for a non-official music videos. That or Fernando's Hideaway. So before we get into it, I am going to give a shout out to everyone who suggested Arcadia Girl for this week. Like I mentioned, BM for Life with 52 votes as of now. Then we have Colin Surly. I'm so sorry if I messed up your name. If you're watching this, Colin, please leave a comment with a breakdown of how to pronounce that, so the next time you give a suggestion, I can give you the proper pronunciation on the video in your shout out. We have Curtis R. Robles with 2 votes. Davey Boyd, Jeff B5 with 2 votes, JK Kansas Band with 3 votes, KH, P&D Squared, which I will be doing his video in the reaction today, Farron, Tephysics, and Vegeta Rabbit with 5 votes. So thank you guys for suggesting this, and BM for Life for pushing this up. I've got an idea for the intro, which I have not yet recorded, but should be fun when I actually do it. So, without any further ado, we are going to start off with P&D Squared's photo collage for the song Arcadia. Here we go. Alrighty, so we are going to get started with the P&D Squared's photo collage of Arcadia Girl. Here we go. I remember this intro. Ace. Like that riff already. Oh, I thought it was going to explode more. Nice. band limited distorted vocals. Nisa coming in. Effect here. Harmonic minor seventh there. Really digging this riff. So going here and here. Remember doing the pitches so no one gets hurt. That's a nice cake. That's cool effect. Picking up on the snare there. Number 2. They always throw me off there. That was really abrupt. But what's better than one Konami solo? 2 Konami solos. Alrighty, so I've listened to the song twice now, and so I'm trying to gather my thoughts on it. And like that riff that Konami plays throughout the song, that main riff at the beginning. Oh gosh, it's so good. I love that. It's so memorable. Like the moment you hear it, it just becomes like a solid signal for what song it is. Like there's no way you can confuse that for like any other song. So I like that. I was testing it out on the guitar a little bit to be like, okay, what are the notes here? How do I play that? And so the key that I noticed that it's in is B minor, at least if they're not like breaking the scale from time to time, because they like to do that with the chromaticism that they put into the guitar riffs. I noticed a little bit of that, like the chromatic descent in part of the song, as well as not only were they just doing like B minor, but I also noticed harmonic minor scale instead of just a regular minor. But they kind of go back and forth between both. They like to throw in those accidentals. So really, really cool shifts in the scale there that I noticed. Another thing that I noticed from the song too, that was of note was that Konami used a lot of wah, wah effects, and it was just really twangy guitar tone throughout the song. And on the first pre-chorus, I could kind of hear this nice little tremolo guitar in this in my left ear, and then on the right, I couldn't really hear any guitar specifically. I even tried to, on my second listen through, it was like, can I hear anything over there? No, couldn't hear anything. And maybe my ears are just not quite tuned yet, but I couldn't really catch anything going on this side other than vocals and the drums and bass and stuff. But the guitar was all on this side, and it was a nice cool tremolo effect. But then on the second pre-chorus, one thing I noticed was they kept the tremolo guitar over here, but then Konami started doing some real twangy wah sort of stuff in this ear. So it was this really cool little play on effects between the two guitars. You got tremolo versus wah, clean reverb versus twangy guitar tone. So that was really neat too. I liked how they were building the song too, and they sort of subverted expectations, especially at the beginning, where Konami was playing the intro riff, and you kind of had this build up effect in the background, whether they used white noise or a reverse cymbal. I can't quite tell. I'm not familiar enough with that for me to be able to pick that out. But there was this swell, and he thought okay, here's gonna be this really explosive version of the intro, and then they go into the verse and it's subvert your expectations. Psyche starts singing with a really cool vocal effect with the band limited but just vocals, but then she also had some kind of distortion on it as well, which really created a really nice effect. Miku and Psyche harmonized really well throughout the song. I couldn't find a decent live version for Arcadia Girl, but just kind of drawing on past live versions that I've heard, in the studio versions of the songs, Miku and Psyche just blend one voice. They probably use a plugin called Vocaline, or someone's just super meticulous when they're editing the vocals, but they're one unit. But then in the live versions, you can definitely tell the two separate singers a lot more prominently. So I wonder if I could hear a decent live version if I could really kind of hear the distinctions a lot better than I usually hear them in studio versions, where they're just kind of blended very, very well. And then the other cool thing that I really liked about this song was that they had two Konami guitar solos, because yes. I feel like she should be doing that more often. If there's a song where there's only one Konami guitar solo, it'd be come on, Konami. If you're not gonna put it in the studio recording, at least grace us with another solo at the end of the song live, and that'd be great. Anyway, and the solos themselves were really cool. In the first one especially, I liked how it seemed to kind of emerge from the riff. It started off very quiet, and then it just kind of slowly blossomed into the cool guitar solo that it was. So that was neat as well. And then also at the end too, when Konami starts playing that second solo, right afterwards, Psyche and Miku get back into singing another riff, and I'm oh, there's more. And it's another fake out, because they as they start singing, it's oh, it sounds like we're gonna go into maybe another post-chorus thing, or maybe another version of the chorus or something, and then it abruptly ends. They're just you guys are always defying my expectations. So I really enjoyed the journey that song took me on. If you guys are aware of a really good quality live version, please let me know and let me know how I can find it. And I'd certainly be open to doing another revisiting the song and doing a compare and contrast in the future. But that's all for this video. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on all notifications so that you don't miss anything going forward. Leave a vote in the comments letting me know what Band-Maid song you'd like me to check out next, or another band if you want me to check a song out from another band. Also, if you have any suggestions for guitar covers or vocal covers, leave those in the comments as well, and I'll give you a shout out when I do any of those videos. Also, I want to thank BM for Life and Jonas S for supporting me on Patreon. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But that's all for today, other than part 2, which is Unfair Game. If you haven't already checked out that one, link there and in the description. But other than those, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you, and rock on.